Hello Divine Ones, this is Fairy Dust 1111, and this video will first be posted on Patreon and eventually I will transfer it over to YouTube. So what's up, Patreon family, and as well as all of the Divine Ones everywhere. Okay, so this video will cover the topic of energy. And you can actually check out the previous video that I have about what is energy, how to work with energy, how to protect your energy as far as like being an energy worker, etc. And so that's a separate video. So I'm gonna briefly touch on some of the topics from that video, but you can always check out that video for more information. So mastering your energy. Okay, so briefly, I'm going to cover what energy is. Okay, so your emotions, and your emotions is the way how you manifest as well. Like it's the vibration in which you are resonating in order to magnetize things towards you. So for example, when someone says, oh, there's no good men or no good women out there, well, that's what you're magnetizing towards you, because of the fact that, you know, there obviously have to be good men and good women out there because other people are finding them. And so you have to figure out what vibration you are on, that you are magnetizing certain individuals to yourself as well as certain situations. And so it's your energy. It's like the core of who you are. All right. Okay, and so emotions, energy, emotion. So with that being said, you have emotions, moods, perspectives, ideas, even some people call it spirits that are always around you. And so if you think about an egg, like I'm talking about in a woman's reproductive system, like an egg, and the sperm, you have like millions of sperms that are trying to, thousands at least, I don't know about millions, but like thousands of sperm that are trying to fertilize that egg. Okay, and so take the egg as your brain, as your energy, who you are, you know, your energetic field, all of that, your mind, your perspective, everything. Like it's a battle for your energy, for your mindset. Okay, all right, so with that being said, it's like that all of these different energies, emotions, moods, perspectives, spirits, if you will, that are in the atmosphere, and they're all are vying for your attention, for your energy, for you to accept them into your core and operate with them and work with them. Okay, and so with that being said, I use that as a analogy, as a visual for you to get an idea that energies, ideas, perspectives, spirits are always in the air. So when you have not mastered your energy, spirits, ideas, moods, perspectives can jump in and out of you like clockwork. So if you ever seen the movie by Denzel Washington called Fallen, this will give you an idea. So basically, it's this spirit, perspective, entity, whatever you want to call it, that jumps from one host to another host. It's because they don't have any, they are unaware of it. So the spirit, the energy, the perspective, the mood can jump in and out of them at will. But if you master your energy and and have your energetic filled up, that the perspective, the energy, the emotion, the spirit, the entity cannot jump in you. So you guys, I'm sitting outside, so you may hear birds, animals, you may even hear vehicles. Okay, okay, so it can jump in and out of you. And with this being said, this can also happen to others that are around you. And being that most people are not in tune with what energy is and how to work with energy, how to protect their energy, that they're nothing but puppets. That these energies, these entities, these perspectives, these moods can jump in and out of. But on a higher realm, you have energy masters. And so they understand this, they understand how energy works. So therefore, through media and social conditioning, regardless, social conditioning, aka energy conditioning, that they can control individuals, they can manipulate their energy. Okay, all right, so that probably will be another video with that. Okay, so this is not conspiracy. If you once you understand about energy, you will realize that this is not conspiracy. So I have here, it says master your energy or someone else will, and this is what I'm talking about. Most people, like I said, or even divine ones. They don't know about energy, and they don't know how to master and work with energy. So therefore, their energetic field is weak, can be penetrated by any opposing force that is stronger than their energy. So you may have a person that may have a little more energetic presence with them, and they can bombard their way through your energetic field and get to the core of you. And this is for where they come with the phrase like, the person just gets under my skin. They just get under my skin. Of course they're getting under your skin. They get into your energetic core. All right. Okay, so they're sort of kind of out of order. I put them in certain order, but however, it decided it wanted to do its own thing. Let me see if this is the beginning. Okay, all right. I'm doing this on my phone, no editing. All right, so with this being said, all right, so I was meaning to do this video before. However, when someone inboxed me specifically about, they had a question about, it was relating to energy and if they should get some type of energy work done by another individual. And so this really prompted me to go ahead and jump on this video because it's very important, especially when you have the uprising of things like Reiki, and you will hear the car, sorry. Okay, so things like Reiki and energy work and clearing of your chakras and all that stuff like that, when you have the rise of that type of stuff, and you also have the rise of the internet, and with prayer lines and all that, I've called into prayer lines before. I've also have talked to people that do what they call spiritual work, aka energy work. They just can control energy. All right. Okay, so with that being said, is that you have to understand that when you allow someone, when you give them permission to either pray with you, to do some Reiki work on you, to whatever you want to call it, clear some chakras, whatever, that you're giving them access to your energy. That means you have let down your energetic core. I mean, not core, but energetic. You have exposed your energetic core and let down your energetic field, and giving them permission to attach their energy to your energy. You have to understand that. Before, what I used to do, like when I was in the setting of a church and stuff like that, and so someone would say, oh, can I pray for you, or can I pray with you? And I'd be like, yeah. And in my mind, I was like, even if I don't agree with everything that they're saying, that's perfectly fine, because like, I don't have to agree with it. But however, later on, not realizing the way how energy works, and not realizing that I was giving them access, a continuous energetic cord attached to me, that I was giving them access to my energy. And so whatever they're going through, that by having an energetic cord to me, they're sort of kind of sending that to me. So I wouldn't realize that, especially being an empath, that all these energetic cords attached to me, and even energetic portals, which are different, so I'll get to that in a little while, is that they're not only ciphering energy from me, but they're also injecting energy, their energy into me. All right. And so you have to understand that. That's why you got to be very, very cautious who you allow into your energy field, because that's the core. That is the core of who you are in the 3D experience. Okay. So you have an energetic cord. And so people would say, I'm gonna get to this point, what I was about to say. Well, people would say, oh, connect with your higher self. You need to connect with your higher self. You are already connected to your higher self. You will, you have always been connected to your higher self. You will always be connected to your higher self. There's a continuous energetic cord that's attached to your higher self, to your lower self, that filters energy, information, wisdom, knowledge from the divine source, through the higher self down to your lower self, your 3D self, contingent on your 3D experience. Okay, how much information, energy that you can handle, and that's based on where you are in your 3D experience. Okay, and so you can have energetic blockages in that cord. However, you are always, it can't be severed. You're always connected to your higher self. So it's just a matter of you aligning with your higher self and removing those energetic cords. Energetic blockages. And what I was about to say with the energetic cords is like by removing those energetic cords that are attached to your energetic field. All right. And so going to with this protecting your energetic cord, your core, okay, that it's very important that, once again, I'm going to repeat this again about protecting your energy. So not allowing everybody in your energy, they do not have to be in your physical presence to have access to your energy. That's a misconception right there. Okay. And even with tarot readings, I would also say be careful, because you're also giving them access to your energy, because they have to tap into your energy in order to get information. Now, people, you do have like just regular mundane people that and I'm not downplaying anybody, but I have seen this in videos where people are explaining how you work with tarot, and it's just basically telling a story, and which is true. You can just pick it up and just like tell a story, but I'm talking about people that are actually like channeling information, that are actually using this as a divination tool, tapping into your energy, by doing a tarot reading, by praying, anything that I listed off before. They're getting access to your energy. They have to tap into your energy in order for to receive information. So that's why you have to be very, very careful who you give access to your energy. When it was at the very, very door of understanding energy, when I would watch people on like YouTube and stuff like that, and I thought about getting their services, I was like, well, hold up, let me think about this. And the spirit was saying, think about this before you actually do so, because if they're not in the right spirit and you giving them access to your energy, that's gonna rub off on you. You're gonna have access to that. And so even with, you would think with just magic, but even with magic, like how people want to get others to do spells for them and stuff like that, that with that you're giving them access to your energy. And really, you can't give access, for example, for those that want to do love spells and stuff like that. You really technically can't give access to somebody else's energy for them. However, the thing is that, remember that magic, prayer, affirmations, blah, anything like that, is all energetic play. So therefore, it's like if they are not in control of their own energy, they're just like an open field for anybody to attach to them. That's how people can have spells, aka spells put on them, because they're not in control of their own energy. All right. And so and just like a little side note with that is that when they are doing these love spells and these spells on people and quote unquote hexes and stuff, it's just because they have built up enough energy in their energetic field to oppose others with their energy. So that's why you have some that you can't put spells on them, because they're so in control of their energy, they're so in alignment with themselves, that it's like, that just bounces right off of them. And that's what you want to be. You want to be an energy worker. You want to, if I'm looking at the clock and it says 1:36, however, like going backwards is 6:13. Like, I flip the numbers sometimes. And that's another thing too, I dictate to my reality what it is, what's going on. Okay. And I'm still working on that. And that's also about harnessing your energy. All right. So the spirit is definitely speaking right now, that 6:13, that higher wisdom, higher knowledge is coming through. Okay, I'm just a mouthpiece, just to let you guys know, if you guys like, oh, you're bragging. No, I'm not. Okay, so anyways, it's about being in control of your energy. And so going back to with these spells and stuff like that, another thing too is like when you try to put spells and hexes and all this stuff on people, especially with spells, like you have like I've run across videos where people want to put love spells on other people. But this is the thing though, that you're intruding on someone else's free will. And so therefore, you may have them for a little while, but remember, it's an energy play. So eventually you have to do something else to suppress their energy. It's an energy suppression. So with that being said, it's like that you have to keep doing something. And then eventually you got to do something even bigger and something even bigger and bigger and bigger and broader to try to suppress their energy, because it's really fighting their free will. All right. And so it's also too, like, it's always like a caveat with it. It's always like a loophole. There's something that you're missing, because once again, you're intruding on someone else's free will. And so while you may get what you thought that you wanted. For example, yeah, okay, I got my union, I got the boyfriend, I got the girlfriend, or I got them to marry me, whatever. You're missing, it's like something else with it. Like, well, dang, I didn't know he was going to sit up there and be like this, or I didn't know she was going to be like this. Is this sort of kind of taking a lot of my energy? That's the thing. Like, when you trying to work with other people's energy, it takes your energy away to try to suppress their energy. All right, you want to master your own energy. Specifically for twin flames, when you master your energy, your divine partner will eventually master their energy. They may just spontaneously kick into it, or they may be a little above you, like a little ahead of you, or a little, you guys going to be around in the same bracket, okay? So you don't have to worry about what they're doing or what's going on with them. You know, God got them. All right, that's another thing about with your energy. You master your own energy. You can't master energy for somebody else, okay? That once again becomes like a power play. All right, so let's roll. Okay. So I'm doing this all on my phone, so maybe some pauses and stuff because the pictures got out of order. All right, so with this energy, so you see here two individuals. All right, and this could be, right now I'm just specifically just talking about energy as far as those that you are allowing into your energetic field. I'm not talking about sexual energy. We're going to get to that in a minute. Okay, so with this with the energy, all right, and not being in control of your energy, so anything can come into your energetic field. Any mood, any perspective, any thought, idea, it can be sent to you. So for example, like I'm not going to go into sexual energy right now. I'm just going to go into, as far as, like, you got a tarot reading, and then you got a Reiki healing, and then you got prayer like years ago, from someone, and it was an energetic exchange. So now they have energetic cords attached to you, and that person, they, even if they don't know it, because a lot of people aren't in control of their own energy, this could be on a suppressed conscious mindset, that they're sending you, they're not only just ciphering energy from you. So you think about an IV. If I hook my IV up to you, I have a constant blood flow, or I have a constant flow of what I can inject into you too. You think of, if you want to use the analogy of an IV. Okay, and so this could be, they may not be consciously doing this, but when they have problems or mood swings or energy blockages, that this is ciphering energy from you, almost like a vampire, to keep them in a certain type of to try to keep them in a certain type of energy. But once again, they haven't mastered their own energy. And again, being that they're also sending you energy, they're sending that stuff to you. So then let's change this around into someone that actually has the intention of, like, manipulating your energy. Being that you gave them access to your energy, they can purposely send you things. This is like what they would say with hexes. This is like what they would say with okay, I want to do mind work on this person, or I want them to do what I want them to do. Or either, like, it could be a myriad of different reasons why someone would want to send you messages, thoughts. This is all like mind, if you will, mind control. This is how people can gain mind control to individuals. But most people, they aren't even thinking on that level. Most people are even aware of energy, even if you have like clergy, even if you have like just tarot readers or Reiki healers and stuff like that. So you have to be mindful of that wherever they are spiritually or energetically, that is actually, they have that cord to you to transfer energy back and forth, aka emotions, moods. You may wonder why, like, you can't get past a certain hump. It's because you have all these energetic cords attached to you. They're keeping you in a limited, keeping you stationary. Imagine if you have all these cords on you and you're trying to go to the next level, but they're keeping you stationary. And we're gonna get to that. Okay, so now let's go to with sexual portals, sexual energy, as far as portals. Now these are what portals, like this with this. Okay, so I'm gonna go I think maybe I start with like trauma. Okay, so sexual trauma is a very, very big energetic gaping gaping wound, if you will, energetic pull. So say something happened, it could have been like a rape, or it could have been molestation, it could have been body shaming of some sort, it could have been exposed to pornography at a early age, that distorts the view of sex, and also pulls on your energy, and it's almost like a sinkhole, and it keeps you in this type. That's why you have a lot of people that may be have depressive mood swings or disorders, dealing around childhood trauma. So this going back, so think about something that is like a sinkhole or a black hole, and how a black hole sucks. And so this is like really literally sucking energy from you, literally. Okay, so for example, we're going to go with the childhood, or either like a rape or something like that. Now this is your emotions, energy, emotions. So it plays very, very heavily on your emotions, which is your way of how you manifest and magnetize things towards you. And then also with the portal, sex has sexual energy creates a portal regardless of what it may be. Okay, it could just be like pornography, it could be actual like sex, like some type of penetration, or even sexual arousal that plays on that energy, and it creates like a portal. Now how big the portal may be, that depends on the emotional tie that is to that portal. Okay, all right, and because it's all about energy. Emotions is energy, emotion. So that's why I say emotional pull. So like when that has been opened through trauma, that's more so of a excuse me, of a pull on the individual. It's like literally like when you see like in space pictures where you have a black hole, or you may have even I more so see like a galaxy, what they describe as a galaxy, like that it's like a spiral almost, and it goes down to that finite point in the middle. It seems like the middle sort of kind of disappears. So that's where it's sucking, and you see how it just sucks things around it, and it can grow bigger and bigger and bigger. Black holes can grow bigger. Okay, you can have a black hole inside of a black hole. That's what what they say. But anyways, the basic point is that time doesn't heal all wounds. That is a misconception. Okay, because if that's the case, you wouldn't have people that have had things happen to them in the past that has not been healed, and it still sucks on their energy. Now how badly it may suck on your energy in the physical, meaning like that you can visibly see, like say for example, you may have had some childhood trauma, and then now it's 20 years later, and you may seem like you okay with it, but however, you may not have well balanced relationships. You may not have stepping into your power. You may not people can easily influence you on things, or either you may not seem like you easily influence. You may have this guard up. However, people can still get under your skin. People can still get into your energetic field, because you may seem like you're a tough cookie. However, being tough doesn't mean being balanced. Doesn't mean equate to being happy. It just means that you tough, like you are. It doesn't mean that doesn't mean health. That doesn't mean well balanced. That doesn't mean unconditional love, full acceptance. That doesn't equate to being fully healed, and being reliant on something to balance you out chemically or emotionally. This could be food, this could be drugs, and this could also be like pharmaceutical food, pharmaceutical food, pharmaceutical drugs. This could be like anything. This could be addictions to sex, or withdrawal from sex altogether. Like that's it's two ends of the spectrum. Being afraid of physical intimacy, as well as emotional intimacy, psychological intimacy. All of this stuff helps to make up like the well aligned individual. Okay, and so that's speaking to like some type of trauma that has happened around the sexual energy, and so that it has a portal. Now there's different variances of the trauma. So you can just have like an emotional trauma, like meaning like nothing was like you weren't raped or molested or something like that. But for example, say you had a relationship, or instance in where it was someone you really loved, or either you had you had emotions for them, okay, and you guys actually engaged in sexual energy of some sort, that this can still have an energetic portal open for you. I'm gonna get to pornography in a minute, okay? And so therefore, like they're pulling on your energy still. They're still pulling on your energy because it's a portal that's open, and so therefore it's still holding you in some type of a vice. You can't go to the next level. Your sexual energy is the way how you manifest that, because by you holding your sexual energy, that's like really working with the core of your energy. Okay, that's why they want to pervert sex a lot. You know, if you look throughout media, they want to pervert it. And then, you know, even in the way how it's taught, even if you want to go with biblical text, the way how it's taught, it is good to withhold it. However, they're still missing an aspect of it. You know, it's an aspect. It's probably like the best way of how to describe how to work with your sexual energy, but they're still missing an aspect of it. So that's the reason why people may shy away from, you know, uh, abstinence and stuff, because of the way how it's described. You know, I'm not saying the biblical text is wrong. What I'm saying, though, the way how people may describe it. Now, I'm going with pornography. You may be like, oh, well, you know, it's not like I'm physically doing anything with anybody. Like how I said, it's not about physical, it's about the energy. So with you watching pornography, and even I, I'm not sure about sex toys or something like that, but by just watching the pornography and fantasizing about that, it's like with the sexual energy, that's what you are still pulling energy from those people. They still can have, they may not it may not be like a big energetic portal, but they still can cipher your energy, okay, because it's about the energy of sex. It's not about actually physically having sex. It's the energy. That's why you with what they call sexual magic, nothing but sexual energy, working with your sexual energy. People would write down affirmations. They would have certain type of music playing. That's why you have temple prostitution, you know, in some cultures, even to this day, because they understand the power of the sexual energy, and they would use that to worship, to usher in certain energies and work with certain energies so they can manifest what they want. And this is another way how you manifest. So if you were just doing it to get your rocks off and just bust a nut or whatever you want to call it, that you are missing the point. You're completely missing the point. And that's another thing I was saying about the biblical text, the way I was taught. It's a way of how you manifest when you have your sexual energy. Yes, you are bonding with the person, aka opening up an energetic portal, um, through having, you know, sex and opening up that energy and expressing that energy with the other individual. But it's a way of how you manifest. This is your creativity energy. This is how you can usher in, weed out certain energies and bring in energies, perspectives, ideas in which you really want to work with. So I'm not sure if I said this in any videos. I think I did in the feminine energy, your harness your sexual energy, some type of video like that. I'm gonna link it down below. And which I was saying, like through masturbation, if you're not in divine union with your partner, is like you could, you know, use it to manifest. If you're trying to manifest a certain job, you can use that sexual energy to manifest, because it's the highest level of energy, you know, known. It's the highest level of energy. That's why it feels so good. That's why you have the climax point, you know. That's like you ushering in like something that feels good. That's why you want to be in the best type of emotional state. you know, the usher in what you're trying to usher in, you know, that's what you want to use it for. And so specifically for with twin flames and stuff, let me try to find, okay, sacred energy exchange. That's what I'm saying. It's like an energy, it's an energetic exchange. Regardless if you fantasizing about doing it with the people that are on the TV screen or on your computer screen or your phone screen, it doesn't matter. Like, if you're physically doing it with that person, or if you fantasizing about doing it with the person, it's the energy that's behind it. Like how I was saying, you have someone that's way across the country doing a tarot reading for you, or either a Reiki healing, or either praying for you. You don't know what type of energies these individuals are coming with, but I'm gonna get to that in a minute. About discernment, okay, that they are ciphering and inserting certain type of information, energy, emotions, moods, spirits, if you will, into you. All right, so it's an energy exchange. It's the highest level of energy exchange. That's why they can have people that have had you know, relations or some type of sexual experience with someone. They can have those energetic portals open on them, and they may not know even where it's coming from. Like, why do I feel depressed all of a sudden? It could be somebody else's energy influencing you. Excuse me. Even using condoms is not about that. It's about the energy. It's about the energy. It's about the energy. Okay, it's about the energy. All right. And so with that being said, this is also the reason why we have sexually transmitted diseases, because remember, everything is spiritual that manifests in the physical. So when you are copulating, raising that kundalini, if you will, raising that sexual energy, which is the highest level of energy, opening yourself up, opening your sexual portal up, open up your energetic core to be exposed to someone else, it's like the mixing of those energies may not be conducive for who you really are at the core of you, meaning your higher self. Like, you are just going after the fleshly aspect of it, and so not realizing the spirits, the soul, the energies, you know, not supposed to mingle with that energy, that spirit, that perspective. And so therefore, that's how sexually transmitted oh my gosh, I'm really excited. Sexually transmitted diseases are manifested, because remember, everything manifests in the physical, from the spiritual, from the energetic plane. Okay, if I think something long enough in my energy, my mental, my mind frame, eventually I'm going to act it out. And that's the same thing. If I'm opening up my energy, especially my sexual energy, that I'm going to manifest what is being played out in between the two energies. And the reason why I believe that the divine source actually created the sexually transmitted diseases is to prompt people to try to hold on to their sexual energy. And that's also a reason why I feel so daggone good. It's because it's like it's meant to, you know, and bring out certain energies, bring out ways of how to create and manifest. Okay, so it that's why it's sacred. All right, and I said I was going to get to something else. Oh, about discernment. So let me see if I have like a little. All right, so you know, this is like a pretty good representation of your energetic field. And the more that you work with your sexual energy and your energy and harnessing your energy, etc., that the more that your energetic field will grow. What they call aura, you can call it continence, energy, I don't know, you know, you can use different words for it. Okay, and so I'm gonna get back to this image right here. Okay, let me find. All right, right here. So with discernment and being what they would call spiritually discerning, but you can also say energetically discerning. Okay, so when you are really working with your energy, being present in the moment and learning about your energy and learning how energy works and harnessing your sexual energy and building up what they call the chi, the kundalini, your energy, you know, it's all energy anyway, that you will be able to see behind people's intent. You'll be able to see the energy, the spirit, the perspective, the mood, that they're coming in. All right. And so all right, so most people that, they aren't, once again, in control, even know about energy and how it works, and in control of their own energy. So therefore, how I was saying, those different energy perspectives, ideas, spirits, if you will, can jump in and out of an individual. So they're nothing but puppets. Okay. So someone, they may actually know that they're in that energy and purposely doing it, or either they may not even know why they may be doing what they're doing or saying what they're saying, because it's all on an energetic level. So the opposing energy could see your energy rising, or see what type of energy that you have, and then it could just jump into that person, and they could come to you in that type of energy and try to impose their energy onto you, aka their perspective, or their mood, their emotions, the spirit, if you will. Okay. Okay, with that being said, it's like that you will develop this third eye. That's what they call, like, the third eye opening. Or you could say, I'll just say discernment, for a lack of a better word. Other words have came through, and other explanations have came through the channel readings and stuff like that. This is, I specifically see, like, with the number 7. And this actually, yes, by the time I posted this would be yesterday. This will be from yesterday's Twin Flame Starseed Bible study, and about this vision, and about the vision that the twins, this is like spiritual gifts and stuff, will be activated, that they can see behind the person's intent. They can see behind what they are talking about. So, for example, I may come to you and say, oh, I like your blouse, you look so beautiful, I really like you, I really like what you're doing, blah blah blah, and all that stuff like that. But however, they could be able to see past what the person is saying with their mouth and hear something completely different. Like, I really hate you, I really want to be like you, I really envy you, I hope you die, or something like that. It's like it's almost like a second language, like they're being like linguists. They also have different vision, that they can see different codes. And it's like this that will be developed within them. And it's also, with harnessing their energy, that they'll be able to see this, even if they have not came together with their twin in a physical sense. Remember, you guys have always been married on the spiritual plane. It's just a matter of manifesting it into the 3D. Okay, so you're already in union. And so that's the reason why you guys can mirror each other. That's the reason why with the 717 energy, it's like you guys can feel each other. And as you start to break down the 3D experience, aka the resistance, that you will start to see more signs and synchronicities. You will start to be able to communicate differently. I hear telepathically and what? Okay, well, I'm gonna say it transsexually. I guess this could be like feeling the sexual energy of your twin. I suppose that's what it means. Sometimes channel information comes through. It may mean something for one person, maybe transcending sexual gender, maybe, I don't know. I feel like it more so maybe speaking to being able to share sexual energy and experiences without physically doing anything. And I do recall experiencing this a couple times before myself and my twin actually, came together physically. I can't say that. I also had this other video that I did a long time ago, speaking about I could feel his third eye opening as we were engaging in sexual activities. I'm gonna put it like that, okay? And so, there's no real format to this video. If the spirit has for it to come up, it comes up for a reason, okay? And see, this is also too about when you keep yourself sexually pure. And I know that word pure, people shy away from it. What I mean is like holding on to your chastity, holding on to your sexual energy. And it doesn't matter when, you could have been with 100 people, and before, if you cleared off that energy in the transformation of your mind, therefore your body is cleansed. Therefore, that old stuff doesn't even matter. If you have closed those energetic portals, cut those energetic cords, you are a new creation. So therefore that's what they mean by celibate. Like you are basically a virgin all over again. And basically, if you really put your mind to it, you could feel like a virgin, and when you come back with your twin, it could feel like you guys are virgins all over again. Like you're experiencing love making in the physical sense all over again. Honestly. Okay, so let me see where I'm supposed to go for here. So messages may pop up on here. I didn't even realize that that little purple thing had popped up. So if the message came through, I don't know. Sorry about that. I'm not, if it's nothing too bad or anything like that, which it shouldn't be, I'll just cut it out. I'll just go ahead and edit it. But I'm really trying to upload this without editing. But if I have to edit, oh well. Okay. So from here, oh yeah, with the discernment, being able to see the real true spirit, energy, essence of what a person is really coming in. And so therefore you will be able to see past and feel past what the person may be presenting to you. This could also be your twin, because sometimes, depending on the energies, like such as a Venus retrograde, in which I call the boomerang effect, in which an individual or a situation may come back around for to test you. And so they may not be completely there. They may still need to do some more alignment in the physical sense, and they may come around with that same old type of energy. But with this discernment, you'll be able to tell, like, okay, they're not really there yet, so I'm just going to hold off on this. All right, so let's see what else we have here. All right, so with your energy field, and so it's like sending out messages and codes through, I hear energy passages. And so this is also speaking to those DNA activations that are happening with twins. So you've been holding on to your, it doesn't even matter if you've been doing it for a day, and then you and your twin, bam, get together the next day. It doesn't matter if you've been doing it for years. If you've been holding, and building your sexual energy, it doesn't matter about the time. It matters about the intensity in which you carry with you. Okay, so it doesn't really matter about the time. Okay, and so when these twins come together, and through the union, so they already have been unified on the spiritual plane, and then also on the energetic plane, and then now they're physically coming together to consummate, that it unlocks a lot of those dormant spiritual gifts, DNA activations, codes, and stuff. And this is representing that. I mean, it may not be two individuals, but this is like what's going on. And so therefore their energetic field, it strengthens, because it's like the two come together. It's like they already had enough, they already had, strength on their own. And this is specifically for like twins. They already had a certain amount of spiritual gifts on their own, but it's like when they come together for these certain twins, and this has been a channel message that has been coming through for months, that it's like that that's those two snakes that are coming up the pole, that meet head to head, the left brain, right brain, the physical and spiritual, going beyond the veil, actually even tearing down the veil, and making it one cohesive existence, if you will. And that would take for you, I'm gonna link this video down below as well, checking out the karmic burning and what is it, alchemical processing video, to sort of go through that to understand what I was saying. So much information to come through, sometimes I may not remember the exact wording of things, but I can remember how the way it feels. All right, so it feels a lot like that, that energy and information that was coming through that video. And so it's like they'll be able to, being that, the collective, the connected, we are all connected, that is like sending out healing codes and sending out other information to other twins and other divine ones through their consummation and through their energetic attachments. And I'm trying to explain it the best way I can. Hopefully it's making sense to you guys. Okay, and so let me see if I'm supposed to say anything else. Let me see. Okay, oh yeah, let me touch real quick on, oh my gosh, look at his, I didn't even realize their faces. Look at his faces. It looks like he's like really into it. He's like, oh, I didn't even see that. Okay, all right, very funny. But anyways, okay, so you may say, I see this in comments a lot from divine feminines mainly, and I'm pretty sure some divine masculines that are out there that may say the same thing. Like it's okay for my twin, for my divine masculine to go be with other people, and I'm the one that's supposed to be waiting around. It doesn't matter about what's going on in a physical sense. Once again, you're in that mindset. Like, they're burning off karmic energy. That's what's happening. You know, they may be, they're learning lessons pretty much. So you let them do what they do. Doesn't mean you go do what, out of spite. Like, you have people that will say, well, if they're going to do this, then I'm going to go do that. That's that human reasoning. That's how you get your energy all messed up. Guess what? If he or she is not in the right type of energy, whatever they're doing, they're going to get into the right energy. They're going to get it. You let them burn off that karma. That's what that karmic burning is. And that's what karmics are for, to burn off that karmic energy. So you don't have to go through it. You should be happy. You'd be like, yeah, go ahead. And I mean, I know, I'm even thinking about with my twin and stuff like that. Yeah, on a regular plane, it's like, oh, I wish you wouldn't do that. However, on a higher plane, I know that all you're doing is just burning off energy. You think about someone that goes to the gym, and through a diet and working out, that they're burning off those calories. That's what the karmics are for. That's what karmic situations and relationships are for, to burn off all of that fat. So when you come back to me, you're lean, mean, and a twin flame machine or something. I don't know, a sex machine. I don't know. um but anyways, so that's what the spirit is saying. You don't have to worry about what anybody else is doing. You take that energy, harness the energy for yourself. You work on becoming a better individual for yourself, not for him or for her. You doing this for yourself. And guess what? Just regularly, just being you guys being in alignment, not saying you burning off karma for them. They're burning off their own karma, okay? All right? And so you let them put their own foot in their own mouth. And they will build a certain type of appreciation for you just through the spirit. You got to understand, you can't force it onto them. You can't force to change anybody's perspective. And it's like when you have been working on your energy and aligning with your higher self, that regardless, they know that eventually what will happen is like, oh, I did all this, I did all that, and okay, I burned off all that karma, and look at my angel. I hear the word angel over here, not saying, to judge anybody, but however, they will have this certain level of appreciation and gratitude for you, okay? Because of you stepped into your divine power, and you didn't fall into human reasoning and human judgment. It's like on the energetic plane, they even feeling that, but you do it for yourself. You worry about yourself. You build up your chi, your energy. All right. You don't have to go backwards, Okay. So if you guys could hit the like button, as well as leave a comment about this on here. Eventually I am going to transfer this over to YouTube from the Patreon family. So the more likes and comments that a video has, the more that YouTube will push this information. And I know that this information, I know the information is good, thank God it came directly from the spirit. Not, I'm just the mouthpiece, okay? But it's more so that this information can help so many other divine ones. I know it's not a traditionally formatted video. It's freestyle video. No, I didn't add a whole lot of graphics to it. It's about the information, and it's about getting it out there to as many divine ones as possible. So this is one way of how the information can get out there. I did what I was supposed to do as far as like putting it, together and putting it out there. And now, by hitting the like button and leaving a comment, it could just be an emoji. It could be like, even if your opinion, it could be opposing, that's, you can oppose if you want, but that will help propel this information to others. A haven, think about how appreciative you were when you found out about Kundalini or something. It's like, dang, I didn't even know that even existed. I didn't even know this existed. If it wasn't for this person putting that information out there, I wouldn't even known about it. And this is not really showing your appreciation, but it's more so about just for it to get to others. That's what I really want. for it to get to others and for them to really understand and get in their 3D mental and break down the 3D construct so they can start to manifest and walk in their power. So if you could hit the like button as well as a comment, and if you found this information valuable enough, or if you even have people that you can share it with, because some, may not have other individuals that they can share it with. But if you can share it on your social media account, if you do have that type of social media family, we have soul family that you can share it with. If you could do that. And for those that have given the 613 Higher Wisdom, Higher Knowledge Energetic Exchange, also known as a donation, thank you very much. That link is down below. And for those that have joined the Patreon family, you can join as little as $1.11 a month. And depending on the tier in which you sign up under, that you receive a free personal reading every month, okay? And you can find that link down below. And for those that are interested in services, I've added some new services to my Etsy shop. You can check that out. And I just appreciate just like everybody. I just appreciate this family, because the way how energy works too is like, I just keep going. I don't even know how long this video is, but anyways, the way how energy works is that you give and receive. You give and you receive. So you don't know, like sometimes when like those thoughts, that energy, those moods may creep in and be like, oh, you should probably just lay it down. You should probably just stop. What are you doing? And I think back and like, well, I can't stop because I can't stop. I won't stop. But no, it's like I can't, because like I have to. It's like you guys help, we help each other. That's the thing about symbiotic type of relationships. This is a symbiotic relationship. This is a respiratory relationship. Energetic exchange, it's like the spirit has given to me the zeal to give and be the mouthpiece. And then therefore it's like those times, by me being willing to give, at those times and when I feel like, oh, maybe I should have stopped, or maybe am I crazy? That is like, no, 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 you're not crazy. No, 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 don't give up. You have to keep going. It's not just for yourself, But those times are coming few and in between in which I feel like that. And that's the good thing too about giving. Because at first, when you may feel like a little weary, like, oh, I don't really know about this, or I don't think it's going to happen, it's like you are strengthening your own faith, aka the knowing within yourself. Even if you think about this from a logical sense, a teacher has to be convinced of their own material in order to teach. And so, for example, if they may have started off and they're a new teacher and it's like, okay, yeah, I know what I've learned. I don't know if I'm capable of teaching it, but through experience and through keeping, repeating the same information or working in that same type of field, that they become a master of that field. And so therefore it's no doubt within them because of, just from a logical sense of keep doing it, keep, I guess, reconvincing themselves, working with their own energy, if you will. All right, so you guys, I'm really going to jump off now, but I'll talk to you guys later. All right, peace.